Hey, this is John. Welcome to the Utopia experience. So today we're going to be making an incredibly easy and versatile dough recipe. It makes everything. So we're going to show you today the same recipe. We can do flatbread, tortillas, pizzas, baguettes, artisan bread, all with the same recipe. And the great thing about this dough recipe is that you keep it in the refrigerator. So basically we can make a large batch of it and we can just pull out of it every day. Like if you want to make a pizza today, that's great. Tomorrow, pull out, make some flatbread, it's fine. The next day you can go in there, pull out, make yourself an artisan bread. It's incredibly easy, incredibly versatile, and it lasts a long time. And it's actually a recipe that we can actually almost keep alive. It creates cultures. I've had some going in the hotel for almost a couple of years where we just keep adding to it. Like, as it gets low, we just will put a whole new batch in, mix it up, and it actually starts to almost give it a kind of a sourdough flavor, but very mild, nothing strong or harsh. So I actually really like that. Or you can just make a fresh batch every single time, and that also works. So we're going to start off by showing you how to make a fresh batch, and then I'm going to pull a batch that I have in the refrigerator out, and I'm going to start to show you with that how to make some flatbreads and other things while this one is rising and getting ready to go, and then we'll make an artisan bread with this batch. So anyways, if this all sounds interesting, please stick around. So this recipe calls for 9 cups of flour. I'll leave a description in the link and below in the description. 1, 2. Too bad my son isn't here to help make a big mess. Actually, we did this video the other day with the kids helping. We're going to post that video at the end of this video. So if you want to see the family version of this recipe, stick around after the video. So, all right, so we've got our 9 cups of flour in here. And like I said, it's really easy. So it's 2 tablespoons of just active dry yeast. 4 tablespoons of just sugar. I'm going to go ahead and just mix that in a little bit before we add the salt. 2 tablespoons of, I use sea salt, but you can use whatever you want. All right, and 3 cups of water. And 2 tablespoons of, I use olive oil, you could use avocado oil, you could use kind of whatever you want, but yeah. That's it. So we're just going to mix this up. This is a very sticky dough. Yeah, that's perfect. So basically, that's pretty much the texture we want it to stay at. It's this really, really sticky ball. It's difficult to work with. But like I said, you just kind of leave this in the refrigerator. Like I said, you either put it in a Tupperware with a nice lid on it, or yeah, I prefer like a Tupperware for the most part, but this is really what you want. And then as this starts to rise, it gets really airy. It gets really, it loses some of the stickiness, and it's a little easier to cut off what you're going to be using it for. And then basically, yeah, I mean, all we're going to do is then knead in some flour as we need, depending on what we're using it for. So this is put together. I'm going to clean up my fingers as much as I can and rinse them off. Bah. So we'll just sit this over here to rise for a little bit. All right, so I'm going to grab the dough from yesterday and we're going to go ahead and make the flatbread. So this is our dough that we made the other day. As you can see, it's still quite sticky. So we're just going to cut off a little chunk. And so we're just going to kind of roll it around the flour. And I kind of roll it into a little ball, kind of folding it in. Just want to make it so it's not sticky. Oh, I actually want to turn on the grill so it's nice and hot. And this is the same exact way we're going to make the pizzas as well. So just to give you an idea. So the flatbread and the pizzas are pretty much the same. Just the flatbread's a little thinner. You want to make sure you have plenty of flour down. And of course, like I said, if you want like a flour tortilla, just really like paper thin. And if you want a nice like flatbread or almost even a pita, you can even do this. You can even make it where it opens. So if you make it a bit thicker, and you take a wet towel when it's on the grill, and you can like press it down with the wet towel, it'll actually separate and it'll actually make like almost a pita bread for a you know, a pocket for falafels or whatever you like. So I mean, this recipe for me is just amazing. It's such an easy, versatile recipe. That's what I like about it, is that you can make the batch, you keep it in the refrigerator, it will last, well, years if you just keep adding to it. But literally, you know, I normally every week am making a fresh batch. And like I said, so this will be a great flour tortilla or flatbread. So I'm just going to sit that there. I'm going to let our grill get a little bit hotter because we want it really nice and hot. I'm going to go ahead and roll out a couple more for our pizza dough, but these will just be a little bit thicker. So sticky. It's not pizza if you don't spin it, you know, it just gives it that extra flavor. A little bit bigger. Usually like to let it rest for a few minutes, just so it kind of puffs up a little bit and it makes the pizza a little fluffier and a little nicer. This makes a really good deep dish pizza as well, using like a cast iron skillet. So just kind of roll it out to the size of your cast iron skillet, put it into the oven, preheat your cast iron skillet, throw in about a, I don't know, 3 or 4, I don't know, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and then basically just drop your dough, your pizza crust down into the cast iron skillet, and throw your sauce, your cheese, throw it into the oven, and amazing. It's a really good like deep dish, Chicago deep dish style pizza. So there we go. Got 2 pizzas. We're going to make this one. This is a little bit thinner, so we're going to use this one as a tortilla. And we have this last little bit of dough here. We're going to roll this one out a little bit thicker, and we'll throw it on the grill. And we're going to make this one more of a flatbread slash like a pita bread. Just so you can see, like you said, you can really make so many different things with the same dough. And that's what I love about this. I hope you guys like this recipe as much as I do. All right, so you can see the difference in the thickness between this and this. So it's about a, a little under 1/4 of an inch, maybe a 1/16 of an inch thick. And then this is like, quite paper thin. And like I said, if we do it right with a little luck, we can actually get this one to separate. So our flatbread is pretty much ready. Our tortilla is ready. We're just going to sit these off to the side, let them rest for a minute. Going to bring our 2 pizza doughs back over here, and just going to sauce these, cheese these, throw these into the oven, and then we'll make our tortilla and our flatbread. So this is our tomato sauce slash soup. We made a video on this the other day. It's amazing. It's a roasted tomato sauce, and it makes an incredible soup as well. It's great on pastas, pizzas, just a really good smoky flavor. Highly recommend checking it out. We'll leave a link below in the description, so if you want to check out that recipe. Really easy to do. Yum. All right, so we're going to make one just with regular cheese, just a 4 cheese blend. And we're going to make the other one with vegan mozzarella. It's also and Parmesan. And I'll leave the links below on this video for the vegan Parmesan cheese and the vegan mozzarella, if you're interested. Both really good and really easy. This here's the vegan mozzarella that we made. I normally just freeze it once it's made, and it's easy to shred. And it lasts a really long time. All right, so we're going to throw these into the oven, and they should be ready in about 10 minutes. And while these are cooking, we'll make the flatbreads. All right, so our grill is really hot, and we're just going to take this. Let it sit there for a minute. Just want to get it basically golden brown, still going to be soft. Makes great wraps, really good, like I said, it's a good tortilla. And actually I could have probably thinned this out a little bit more. You can even see the tortillas separating and kind of lifting up. That's about it on the tortilla. Hot. So super easy. I mean, awesome. I mean, you can make a great wrap. It rolls, it folds. I mean, it's awesome. So here we have, let's call it the flatbread, or like the pita. It's a little bit thicker, all right? And what we're gonna wanna do, same idea, we're gonna throw it down here. But the trick with this one is you're going to want to take a wet, kind of a damp rag, just to rinse it, kind of get it wet, wring it out, and just so it's slightly damp. and we're going to use this to push down on top of the, once we flip it the first time, we'll start really pushing it, and that's going to help to create a separation between the two sides. There you go. So you can see it right there, starting to really separate. That's what we want. We want to push that air bubble around in there. Look at that. Look at that. It's awesome. Bah! Pita bread. How cool is that, right? And it's awesome. It's the same recipe, like, you know, so you don't need all of these 20 different recipes of dough for, oh, I need to make this for this bread or this for this bread. It's like, this is just so versatile. I love it. It's amazing. It's an amazing recipe. Awesome. All right. Whew. Look at that. Perfect pita. So, falafels, you know, tzatziki sauce, yum. So, super amazing recipe. Tortillas, pita, pizza, and we'll also do an artisan bread as soon as the other batch of dough is ready. All right, so I think our pizzas are ready. We're gonna go and pull these out. Oh yeah. It is hot. It just came out of the oven, so. So. That's good. All right, so here we have our dough. And like I said, as this rises, if you put it in the refrigerator in about 24 hours, it really starts to kind of just fuse together and it's not quite so sticky. But we can totally use this right now. I mean, like I said, this is really totally fine to use. But we're gonna need a decent amount of flour, quite a bit, a lot. So we'll just do like an artisan bread. This also makes great baguettes. I mean, same thing, you can roll it out just whatever shape you want. If you want to make like a sub or a nice baguette, you know, really toasty baguette for, you know, bruschetta or anything like that. You want to really seal the bottom up good. So, I'm going to let this sit and just kind of rest for a few minutes. I want to pull a little bit more out. I want to make a little loaf. Like I said, you can use a much larger loaf pan, but I have it. So I just want to show you guys like we can totally put this in to make a loaf of bread as well. Same idea as the artisan bread, just kind of put it in the pan, but it cooks up really well. Gonna let this rise for a couple minutes as well. We'll let this rise. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take a little bit of olive oil, just drizzle on the bottom here. I'm gonna shape it. I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil and I'll just base the top of this kind of artisan bread here. And like I said, for me, I found an easy way of doing it. So I just take some sesame seeds. This here's a little bit of a garlic, like a garlic sea salt mixture. I find that really good. Ta-da! Really easy. On the Artisan bread, I kind of always score it a little bit, and then I'll sprinkle in a few more sesame seeds. Take the olive oil, drizzle a little bit more over it. Same thing in our bread here. Just do a little score so that when we're cooking it, it doesn't rip apart. Same with our baguette. A few little scores. And that's about it. So I'm just going to let this stuff sit and rise for probably another 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're going to throw it into the oven. And then we'll be back to show you the finished product. All right, so we've let these rise for about, I don't know, 12 to 15 minutes. And as you can see, they really have turned out nice. So we're gonna go ahead and throw these in our oven. I put the oven on around 475 to 500 Fahrenheit. We're gonna put them in for about 25 minutes. And when we come back, hopefully they're nice and golden brown. We might baste them with olive oil one more time. And we'll just take a look at them. It looks really good. So, I mean, that is awesome. Oh, listen to that sizzle. So, as you can see, this is an amazing bread recipe. We've got, I mean, like I said, we did pizzas, we did tortillas, we did flatbread, we've did, you know, pita bread, we've did artisan bread, we've did baguettes, and we did loaf bread. I mean, all with the same recipe. So versatile, so easy. I mean, it's really an awesome recipe. So I hope you liked it. I hope you use it. If you did, definitely let us know in the comments what you think of it. If you found any value in this, please hit that like and subscribe button, and feel free to share it with any of your friends or family that might find some interest in this. So Obi is actually really excited to check out this bread. Does that look good? Does that look good? Yeah? Yeah. I think he was so excited he's picking his nose. That's awesome. So if you want, stick around. We're gonna post the next video of actually Indy and Obi helping us with this recipe the other day. So if you have any kids or if you just wanna watch a fun family video, stick around. We're gonna post that next. Okay. So I have my assistant Indy here. He's gonna help me a little bit here today. But basically, we need, it's a total of 9 cups of flour. So you definitely can. Let's see. I can put in. Yeah, so we want to make sure we want to fill it just like that and dump it in here, okay? Dump it right in there. Yep, all of it. That's it. We need to do a total of 9 of those. Yeah, go for it. All of it or not? Just fill it up nice and flat to the top. Okay, get it right there. And fill it to the top right there. Okay, that's 2. Go for it.
Another one?
Mm-hmm. Get all of it. You got to get it all out. Otherwise, otherwise the ingredients it won't mix up right. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Wait. You got to make sure that it's flat. Wait. Okay, you're good. Watch out. Now we want to smooth it off, just like that. Okay. So that's 3. You want to come up? You want to help? I think we have another assistant coming up here. Let's see. Let's see if smooth it off the top. How many is that?
3.
That's 4.
4.
Mm-hmm. 4. Let me. Yeah. Wait. You got to make sure it's full. 4.
Ingredient. What we
All right.
need.
So that's 5.
Yummy. One more.
15 minutes later.
Now, of course, if you don't have children, it'll be a little less messy. Okay, just as a... All right, awesome. Cool. All right, go ahead and throw that in there. Perfect. So we're done with the flour for a minute. So basically now, all we want to do is we're going to have 2 tablespoons of yeast.
I can do, please. I can do the last one.
Go for it, dump it in. Obi gets to dump the next ones in.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna have, yeah, 4 tablespoons of sugar.
I can do this.
No, that's Obi's job now.
And then I can do the next one.
You can do the next ingredient. Watch out.
I can do that last one. I can do that last one.
Yeah, of course you can. Go for it.
You do.
Dump it in.
Mm.
Awesome. Okay.
Why?
2 tablespoons of salt.
Why you need water?
Well, that goes in last after we mix it all up.
Yeah. Water.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Water.
And 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay.
I can do this.
I tell you what, we're gonna let Obi do that one, and you can dump in the water. Dump that in.
Okay, and salt you will put in?
Yeah, already done.
I can do.
Okay.
I cannot do it.
Okay, you're going to.
It's like a volcano.
It's just like a volcano. So I usually just use the end of my my spoon. I kind of just stir it up a little bit just to get those ingredients all mixed in, the salts and the yeasts and the sugars and everything else. And then basically we're going to add 3 cups of water to this.
I will pick it up.
Okay, go for it. It's kind of heavy, right? All right. You want some help? Give me a little hand here. Dump this in. Help me dump that in there. Oh, look at that. Okay. Awesome. All right, Obi, I want you to come over here and sit right over here.
I can stir up, please.
So, basically,
I can stir up, please.
of course you can. We probably need to add a little bit more flour to this once we get it all mixed up.
I'm always putting it either way.
No, no, no.
No, steady.
Let me see here. Now this is a much wetter dough, and then basically depending on what you're using it for, you're going to add flour to it. So if you're keeping this in your refrigerator, like I said, it lasts a long time. It's just a little bit wetter. It's not like a super firm dough when it's in your refrigerator.
I can help, please.
Of course you can.
I can stir up. I can do that, please, too. I can do that, please.
You can help me. Yeah, put your hands in there. Help me.
And where I can put the hands in.
Go for it. Mix, mix, mix.
And
Go.
wait, let's stop. Where I can.
Go for it.
Room.
Go for it. Mix.
Yeah.
Nice. 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 Get that stuff all mixed in there.
Oh, hands will get dirty.
Well, yeah, they are getting a little dirty. They're getting doughy, right?
And sticky. Yeah.
And sticky. But that's kind of fun. That's the fun part about cooking. We got to get our hands in there. And here, you want to help your, you want to move some of that stuff? Come over here, Obi. It's okay. Come here. All right. That's good. Let me finish mixing this up, Indy.
I can do the rest, please.
No,
Why?
because I want to get it mixed really good, really quick here.
And I can do please too. And why always helping?
Why isn't he? Why not? Why are you helping? Because he likes to. He likes to learn just like you. And it's good to get our hands in everything and learn how stuff works.
Yeah.
So like I said, this is an amazing pizza dough recipe. Flatbread, baguette, it works great. And just depending on what you're doing, so like if we're making pizza dough, we'll pull off a chunk. You know, we usually take about 8 to 9 ounces. We roll it out. You know, we add a little flour. We roll it down, let it rise, and it makes it a great pizza dough. This is what we're going to be using for our pizzas tomorrow. But like I said, we can also add a little bit of flour to this, roll it out, and it makes an amazing baguette. We can, you know, form it and throw it into a bread pan, and it makes great sandwich bread. We can roll it out basically like a really thin pizza dough, and we make a flatbread. I mean, so this dough makes everything, and it's super simple. All right, buddy. I think we're good. Let me see. Let me clean up your hands.
I'll wash it on there.
You're gonna clean them up and wash them. Nice. All right.
Wow!
So that's basically how it stays. It's quite sticky. What do you think? That's it.
What do you do now?
That's it. The dough is done. We're going to let this rest. We're going to just put a towel over it. We're going to put it in the refrigerator, and literally this will last for weeks. It's really a simple recipe, and you just pull out what you want when you want it. So we made this today. We're going to let this sit overnight, and then tomorrow we'll be using this for our brick oven pizza that we're going to be doing. And the boys love playing with it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Let us know in the comments if you try it. Let us know what you think of it. If you found any value in this video, hit that like and subscribe button. And if you know anybody that would enjoy it, please share it with your friends and family. We look forward to seeing you again next time. Have a great day. Yeah, we'll wash your hands right now. Come on. I think it's cute.